All right, everybody. Day one, night one here in Costa Rica. Gotta find a kind of a minute for myself because the more, that I want to express kind of my atmosphere that I do on my channel, I don't think that it's necessarily sort of promotive for other people to be included in. That's kind of been a space where it's like I've expressed myself, and it's like obviously a lot of other people aren't necessarily interested in expressing themselves in that manner. So I kind of feel like it's smart to maybe take a minute and step out for a moment and try to hash things out like I would try to figure out where that spark is, that edge, that idea that you are the weapon, you are sort of the thought, the idea, that thing that everybody's looking for, and kind of interesting when my day doesn't necessarily proceed in the manner that it normally does, because I think when it does, I think it shows off more of my skills. When I'm back home doing all my things, it's like completely conducive towards me entering into those spaces where I know I'm competitive, and I know that basically internationally, I'm among the world class, the elites, and aesthetically and however else, well, it's super interesting when you kind of get taken out of your environment completely and placed into another environment. But the funny thing is it almost feels like, it could be for you, this place that's new, this place where you don't do those things that you often do. You're not necessarily at war. What's the point? What's there to score? But forlorn and evermore is the might. That might is right. And perhaps still that you can fight. So to me, it's like I always say, I must find myself here in some other way, where I can be what history does say. Maybe I'm out of place. This is like traveling through space. Am I more historical now? Well, if I'm not, then perhaps holiness itself does go to just the cows, who don't overstate anything and overcomplicate it. Simply graze here, graze that, A-frames, and doctors are the only ones with the stats. But I'm here to tell you that in this way, I think if you can find out your play, but in a smart way, because if not, people are going to say that everything that you've done was for none, and not even yourself, if you run yourself away.